cases have been on the calendar before. Let me call the calendars and see who we have with us this afternoon. Position 1, Gene Artis. Represented by Mr. Owens.
I'm assuming they're gonna be here because I sent him the plea paperwork today, so my assumption is they're gonna be here.
Okay, I'll hold for his announcement. Position 2, Landon Draper. We'll see if we can raise Mr. Murphy.
Yes, Your Honor.
Position 3, Brittany Flowers.
Good morning, Judge. Well, good afternoon, Judge. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Good afternoon, Mr. Walker.
Judge,
Let's see.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Judge, I represent Ms. Flowers, and we're on a final plea. At this time, Ms. Flowers not accepting the state offer, so when would the trial calendar be?
We will have to return the case to the division judge, and you'll get notification from the division judge as to when the next hearing will be, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we'll make note that a jury trial's been requested. Anything further this afternoon, Mr. Walker?
No, Judge. How you doing, Judge?
I'm doing well. I hope you are as well.
I'm doing great, Judge. Good to see you again, but that concludes our business, Your Honor.
Okay, you all have a good afternoon. Good to see you
Thank you,
as
sir.
well. You're welcome.
Thank you. May I be excused?
Yes, have a good afternoon.
Thank you, sir.
Position 4, Brian Goins. I see Mr. Goins. I see you there, Mr. Goins. You're on mute, so maybe that's the problem.
There we go. Can you hear me now, Judge?
Okay, yes, I
Sorry.
can.
Sorry about that.
Not a problem. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Are we expecting Ms. Elwanger?
Yes, sir. She's she sent me a note. She's running a little behind, but she's joining as soon as she can.
Okay, I'll hold for her announcement. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Position 5, Guillermo Gonzalez. So Gonzalez, I see you there also. I have a note that your attorney is running a little late also, so I will hold for their announcement as well. Position 6, Shymel Hudson.
Yes, sir, I'm here. My lawyer actually had a conflict. She's running late. She said she is gonna join, but yeah, she had a conflict.
Okay, I'll hold for her announcement. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Position 7, Patrick Keeley. Patrick Keeley. No attorney listed. A bench warrant will be granted if he does not appear by the end of the calendar. On the add-on calendar,
Can we reach out to him only because he had been emailing me?
okay. Do you have his contact information?
I don't have the phone number.
Okay. Position 1 on the show cause calendar, Jerika Dye. Yes, Ms. Dye, are you represented by counsel?
Public defender, but I have not received any feedback.
Okay, have you made application before?
No.
Okay, this is Mr. Haddad. I'll have you make application with him today, okay?
Okay.
All right, we'll be with you. Thank you, ma'am. Yes, counsel, who are you here for? Oh, okay. Good afternoon. Okay, let's see. Mr. Murphy, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Judge. I'm here on Landon Draper.
And where are we with position number 2, Mr. Draper?
Judge, we're going to need to go to the jury trial on this.
Okay. As such, I will return you to the division judge, Mr. Murphy, and you and Mr. Draper will get notification of your next hearing date.
Thank you, Judge. I'll see you tomorrow. Couple other cases.
I don't think so, but it's always good seeing you, Mr. Murphy.
All right.
All right, have a good one.
Take care. Thank you now, Judge.
Okay, let's see. Court will be in recess until one of the other attorneys joins us, or I have an announcement from Mr. Haddad.
Your Honor, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Owens. You're here on position 1, artists.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and where are we with that case?
We are ready to resolve that case via plea, Your Honor. We have submitted the documentation.
Okay. You've gotten the documentation, Ms. Githia?
Yes, it was signed at 10:48 this morning.
Okay.
So, the problem, we might have to.
Mr. Owens, we're having trouble with the printer in the courtroom here, but as soon as I receive a hard copy of the paperwork, I'll be with you and your client.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, Madam Interpreter.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
I believe that you're here
Position 5.
for Mr. Gonzalez. Would you let him know that we are holding for his attorney's report, and hopefully they will be here sometime in the near future, in the very near future.
Señor Guillermo González, mi nombre es Lucía, yo voy a ser su intérprete el día de hoy y el juez quiere dejarle saber que estamos esperando a su abogado a que llegue. Entonces, el momento que llegue le vamos a dejar saber. Por favor, manténgase con el micrófono apagado.
Okay.
Okay, Your Honor, I'll be here.
Thank you. All right, I appreciate it.
Just email me now. Is it 314? Yeah, I did email. Okay. You're still trying to print to this too?
On the show cause, Ms. Dye, she does not qualify, Judge. I've explained to her that she can speak to the prosecutor directly if she wants to. She indicated she'd rather just go back to the division judge. And it gives her enough time to hire an attorney considering it's a DUI charge.
Okay.
So
Ms. Dye, I'm happy to send you back to the division. I want to make sure that you're on our show cause calendar, which means that you've missed a calendar before. So before you leave, I want to make sure that we have your proper address and contact information. Had you not shown today, we would have issued a bench warrant for your arrest. But so let's make sure that we have your proper address. Then I will further notice this case, return it to the division judge, and you'll get notification of your next hearing date. As soon as you can, if you plan on hiring an attorney, this is a 2019 case, so it's rather old. I suggest you go ahead and hire an attorney as soon as you possibly can so that you can move this case forward, okay? It's 5 years old at this point in time, and you've had it hanging over your head for that long. So if you're gonna hire an attorney, go ahead and do so, okay? Okay, so we will make sure we have your proper address, and then you're free to go this afternoon.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Thank you, ma'am.
Your Honor, as much as I like being in front of you, Judge, can I be excused?
Yes, we appreciate you staying around for for the one case, Mr. Dodd.
I will be back tomorrow, assuming you're with us tomorrow.
I'm not with you tomorrow, so you have a good weekend. I'll see you next week.
All right, well,
Well, no, I won't see you next week because you all have jury trials, so
I'll be
that's
tied up here.
right. I'll see you week after next.
All right, thank you, Judge.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna send all of that to the upstairs printer and we're just gonna put them down. Yes.
Good afternoon, Ms. Elwanger. How are you today?
Hello, Judge. I'm well, thank you.
Good. You're here with position 4, Mr. Goings. What are we doing with Mr. Goings today?
That'll be a plea, Your Honor, and the paperwork has been submitted.
Okay. As soon as I get a hard copy of it, I'll let you know and we'll proceed, okay?
Thank you.
They were on my left side.
Mr. Owens,
Yes, Your Honor.
okay, I'm ready on, Ms. Artis. Is that her on the iPhone 3 here?
I
Yes.
believe so. Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, good afternoon, Ms. Artis. If you could raise your right hand for me.
Sure.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you. Ms. Githia?
This state's recommendation for DUI alcohol less safe is 12 months to serve 24 hours, credit for time served 24 hours, balance prorated to pay a $500 fine, to do 40 hours of community service, and alcohol drug evaluation and required treatment, a risk reduction program, one victim impact panel, and for the following two closely, they will merge. Was the offense stipulated to the fact that you ID?
You might need to turn your, I'm sorry.
I didn't hear her.
I did
I'm
not
sorry.
realize I was on. Were you able to hear me, Mr. Owens?
I don't
Barely,
think-
ma'am. If you could repeat it for the benefit of my client, I greatly appreciate it.
Sure. For the DUI alcohol less safe, it is 12 months to serve 24 hours, credit for time served 24 hours, balance probated to pay a $500 fine, to do 40 hours of community service, alcohol drug evaluation and any required treatment, the risk reduction program, one victim impact panel, and the following two closely will merge. Does the defense stipulate to the facts, venue, and ID?
Yes, we do.
Nothing further.
Yes, Mr. Owens.
Yes, Your Honor. We asked you to accept a negotiated plea. Just for the court's information, Ms. Ortiz has completed inpatient as well as outpatient treatment there in the state of Tennessee, specifically at Holston Counseling Center, during which period of time she completed a drug and alcohol evaluation, as well as successfully completed a whole series of drug screens wherein her sobriety was confirmed. At this point, we're asking that the court accept the negotiated terms of the agreement and allow Ms. Ortiz to report electronically, as she is a resident of the state of Tennessee.
No objection.
Okay, Mr. Ortiz, you're gonna have to get it to a steady state for me.
I'm sorry.
You're gonna have to remain still for me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm moving around. My bad.
Okay, right. Yes. Okay, so Ms. Ortiz, it's my understanding that in case 20 CR 002839F, you wish to plead guilty to DUI less safe, is that correct?
Yes.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
No.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Let's see, we will send you where you need to call in to report to probation. I'll ask that you report within the next 2 weeks. When you complete, I appreciate that you've completed some of the terms of the probation already. When you complete the remaining terms, it will go to a non-reporting status, which means that although you'll still be on probation, you will not have to actively report to probation, and you will not have to pay the probation fees, okay?
Okay. If I pay the probation fees, I'm just curious, at once, does that matter?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand the question.
If I pay the fee all at once, does that matter?
No, you pay the fee, it's a monthly fee, I believe it's $49. So the sooner you complete the terms, the sooner you won't have to report to probation, and the sooner you won't have to pay those monthly fees.
Okay. So
Yes.
I have parents that are willing to actually pay for this for me.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. You can submit that payment in one lump sum, ma'am. That's fine. She's in
Okay.
regards to the fine, Your Honor. She's talking about that $500.
Oh, okay.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So in addition to the fine, there will also be probation fees every month that you will have to pay.
Okay,
Okay.
and that's for how long?
Until you can, as I said,
Oh,
when you complete the terms, when you do everything you need to do while to be on probation,
okay,
once you complete that, then it's gonna go non-reporting, which means
okay,
that you won't have to pay the fees anymore. So you'll have to pay the fees until you complete all the terms of the probation. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner you won't have to pay those fees.
okay, understand.
Okay? Very
Yeah,
good. And do we have her email address so that we can send her the of where she needs to report?
Ms. Artis, if you could just put your email address on the record.
yeah, it's jsartis@hotmail.com.
Okay, you should get information from us regarding
Okay.
where to report. Anything further on this afternoon, Mr. Owens?
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Very good. Good luck to you, Mr. Ortiz. Good to see you,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Owens.
Okay,
Likewise.
Y'all have a good afternoon.
you too.
Let's see, Ms. Elwing, are we ready on Mr. Goins?
We are, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Goins, if you can raise your right hand for me, sir. Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you. Yes, Ms. Githia.
For the DUI alcohol per se, it is 12 months to serve 24 hours. The balance probated to pay $1,000 fine, 40 hours of community service, an alcohol drug evaluation and any required treatment, risk reduction program, 1 victim impact panel, and license forfeiture. The remaining charges will be dismissed. And I just yes, it is credit for time served 24 hours. That's not on the paperwork. Does the defense stipulate to the facts, venue, and ID?
We do.
Nothing further.
Okay. Anything further, Ms. Elwanger?
Thank you, Your Honor. We just ask that you accept the plea as negotiated. We would ask that his probation be allowed to go non-reporting once he completes special conditions, and he is eligible for a first DUI permit referral form, and he's asked if he could come pick that up at the court tomorrow and would also like to pay his fine when he comes in to do that.
Okay, and is he gonna drop the license off at the same time?
Yes, I told him he is prepared to do that.
Okay. Mr. Goins, it's my understanding that in case 21 CR 001002G, you wish to plead guilty to DUI per se, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this afternoon?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
Okay, I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Goins. Let's see. We will also give you where you need to report to probation. I'll ask that you do that within the first 2 weeks or so. Once you complete all the terms of the probation, it'll go to a non-reporting status, which means the sooner you get it done, the sooner you won't be actively having to report to probation. We'll also give you that affidavit when you come in tomorrow. It's my understanding that you're coming in tomorrow. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's see. Anything further with Mr. Goins this afternoon, Ms. Elwanger?
Your Honor, when he reports with his license, should he go to the clerk's office on the ground floor?
J135.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right.
And that's all, Your Honor.
Okay. You all have a good rest of your afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Minor thing. Can you
Hold
pick
on.
that? Oh, 2024, where the client or the defendant signed, it's still saying 2023 on his plea paperwork.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm changing the date from 23 to 24. Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Y'all take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's see, and we're still holding for Mr. Shoemaker.
Yes.
And for Ms. Giesling, position 6.
I don't believe she responded to my email.
She's still recording. So, yeah. You Kevin done this time?
Oh, he's right there. I think they just popped up. Oh, they did.
Is this Mr. Shoemaker?
This is Mr. Shoemaker's boss, Mr. Rohan. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine, Mr. Rohan. Let's see, where are we with Mr. Gonzalez's case?
If you're okay with my outfit and my lack of decorum, we're ready to proceed. Both of my associates are stuck in court, and so I'm going to step in and fill in and finish it for them.
Okay, and where are we with his case?
We've got his plea paperwork signed and emailed back to the court, and we're ready to go ahead and enter the plea.
I'm actually reviewing it right now. There's a couple spot of signature lines that have not been signed. So if you could sign and then resend it, yeah. You signed in the wrong, on the page 2, you signed in the wrong spot.
Signed defendant, defendant's attorney.
You signed under that not guilty, if you could put on the other side, on that second page.
I do see that. Thank you very much. Yes, we'll take care of that.
And then on that first page, it says, do you offer this plea freely and voluntarily? That needs to be signed.
Okay, you want the client or the attorney to sign that portion?
You hear the question, Miss?
We've got it. We'll do both.
Okay.
Okay.
Belts and suspenders.
And we do have a Spanish interpreter on the line. Are we going to need her assistance this afternoon?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, as soon as we get the paperwork, we'll proceed. Unfortunately, our printer that in the courtroom is not working, so it's going to take a few minutes for us once we get it to send it upstairs and have somebody print it out and get it to us. So we'll get with you all as soon as we can. Okay.
You want to take another plea then? We'll slot back in the next rotation.
Well, I've only got you and one other person, and that attorney's not with me yet either. So
All right.
you're the only one in the game right now. So, but I appreciate it.
We'll rejoin you in a moment.
Okay, thank you.
All right, the plea paperwork has been resent.
Okay, thank you. Which email address did you send it to, counsel?
To Ms. Geetha?
Okay. Yeah, it hasn't come through yet.
I don't know if you heard the request, counsel, to try to send it again. She hasn't, for some reason, it hadn't come through.
Just read it, just resent it. No, she was on mute, so we didn't hear.
Okay, thank you.
There's always the risk it went to the spam folder as well.
Go ahead.
We just got confirmation that they're not going to reduce the charge late last night, maybe like 11 o'clock last night or something. So my client is just thinking about his options, so I'd like to be placed on either another plate calendar or just a trial calendar, and if you just want to go ahead and put us on the trial calendar, that's fine.
Okay, if you want to stay in the ORCA division, you'll have to go on another final plea calendar because ORCA is coming to a close, and as such, all the cases are going back to the division judge. I do have a final plea calendar that's on August 1st at 9 o'clock if you'd like me to place you on that calendar to see if we can resolve it here. Okay, and Mr. Hudson, are you on with me? Mr. Hudson or Shamel Hudson, can you, if you're with me, please unmute and activate your camera for me. Your client is on is on the Zoom call with me. I will inform him once he comes back. He might have stepped away for a minute. So council, I'll see you on August 1st at 9 a.m. If you can resolve it, that'll be wonderful. And if you can get the paperwork together prior to the date, that'd be great. Okay? You're welcome. Have a good afternoon. Have you received it, Ms. Githia?
Okay, it just popped up.
Okay.
I just forwarded it to you.
Is someone gonna bring it down from upstairs? Okay, so can we just go on up and stand by the printer so we can get this done? Thank you. Okay, I think we're ready to proceed. Madam Interpreter, if you'll raise your right hand for me, you swear affirm that you will translate from English to Spanish and Spanish to English to the best of your ability.
I do, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, Mr. Gonzalez. If you'll raise your right hand for me,
Buenas tardes, señor González. Por favor, levante su mano derecha.
do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
¿Jura usted que el testimonio que nos dará aquí el día de hoy será la verdad, solo la verdad y nada más que la verdad, bajo palabra de Dios?
Sí.
Yes.
Thank you. You can place your hand down.
Gracias. Puede bajar su mano.
Ms. Githia?
Yes, for the DUI alcohol per se, it is 12 months to serve 24 hours. Credit for time served 24 hours. Balance probated. To pay a $500 fine. To do 40 hours of community service. An alcohol drug evaluation and any required treatment. Risk reduction program. And 1 victim impact panel.
Are you going to ask him to stipulate?
I'll be right there, Your Honor.
I'm sorry.
Ujú. Por la acusación de conducir bajo la influencia de alcohol per se, la oferta de la fiscalía es 12 meses, habiendo servido 24 horas, crédito por 24 horas ya servidas. Lo que queda de los 12 meses, el balance en probatoria, una multa de $500, 40 horas de servicio a la comunidad, una evaluación de alcohol y drogas y cualquier tratamiento que sea recomendado, un programa de reducción de riesgo y un panel de impacto a víctimas.
The DUI alcohol less safe will be dismissed.
La acusación, el cargo de conducir bajo la influencia del alcohol menos seguro, le será quitado.
Striking an unattended vehicle, 12 months probation, and is concurrent to the DUI alcohol per se.
Por la acusación, el cargo de golpear un vehículo desatendido, van a darle 12 meses en probatoria, en lo cual va a ser servido al mismo tiempo que los 12 meses del cargo de conducir bajo la influencia de alcohol per se.
Driving without a valid license will be dismissed.
Y la acusación de conducir sin licencia de conducir válida también se le será quitada.
Probation may become non-reporting upon completion of conditions.
La probatoria va a transformarse en probatoria sin necesidad de reportarse el momento que usted haya cumplido con todos estos términos.
Does the defense stipulate to the facts, venue, and ID?
We do, Your Honor.
Nothing further.
Anything further, counsel?
No, Your Honor, that is the plea is negotiated. We'd ask that you'd accept it.
Mr. Gonzalez, it's my understanding that in case 21 CR 005262G, you wish to plead guilty to DUI per se and striking an unattended vehicle. Is that correct?
Señor González, en el caso en contra suyo, número 21 CR 005262G, usted, es de mi conocimiento que usted desea declararse culpable a las acusaciones de conducir bajo la influencia de alcohol per se y golpear un vehículo desatendido. ¿Es eso correcto?
Sí.
Yes.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
¿Está usted bajo la influencia de alguna droga o alcohol o estupefaciente el día de hoy, en este momento?
No.
No.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Usted está siendo representado por un abogado. ¿Está usted satisfecho con la representación de dicho abogado?
Sí.
Yes.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
¿Comprende usted que usted tiene el derecho legal de tener un juicio con un jurado y que al declararse culpable de estas acusaciones del día de hoy, usted está renunciando a ese derecho? ¿Comprende usted eso?
Sí.
Yes.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
¿Alguien le está forzando o a que usted se declare culpable el día de hoy?
No.
No.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Gonzalez. When you complete the terms of the probation, it will go to a non-reporting status.
Señor González, voy a aceptar entonces este acuerdo como ha sido negociado. El momento en que usted termine y cumpla con todos los términos del acuerdo, entonces su probatoria se va a convertir en probatoria en la cual usted no tiene que reportarse.
We will also send you where you need to report to probation, and I'll ask that you do so within the next week or two.
Le vamos a enviar información de dónde debe usted reportarse para su probatoria. Y le estoy pidiendo, por favor, que lo haga en el transcurso de la semana que sigue.
Okay, and where would you like, counsel, where would you like us to send that to? The
Same
probation?
email address that we sent the plea from is fine, Your Honor.
Okay, all right, so we'll do that. Anything further with Mr. Gonzalez this afternoon?
Not for my part, Your Honor. Thank you so much for your time and patience.
Yes, we appreciate it, and good luck to you, Mr. Gonzalez. And Madam Interpreter, thank you so much for your service this afternoon, helping us out.
Buena suerte, señor González. Eso es todo por el día de hoy. You're welcome, Your Honor. Thank you. Have a great afternoon.
Thank you. You all have a good afternoon as well.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, let's see, Mr. Hudson, did you ever? Shimel Hudson? It is, but he's on the call with me and I want to let him know that. Okay, it doesn't appear that he's there, so I'll leave it up to his attorney to let him know. Okay, thank you all. Do we need to go over the calendar?
No.
Okay,
No.
all right.
I'm
You all
sitting
have a
right
good
here.
rest of your day. See you next time. Thank you.
I'm gonna